skill because I was like, nahi aata hai to chalne do,
Uh,
right? But then sudden expenses will come, and I was so scared, like you said that in
uh,
the workshop, that I was so scared to look at my account sheet. I would never
uh,
look at it. And end of the month, I had so much of anxiety कि मेरे पास पैसा है या नहीं है.
सही है,
But
हाँ.
just to open the Excel
Correct.
sheet was so much anxiety that after I spoke with you, I started kind of opening my bank account 2-3 times a month and figuring it out. So my relation with money is improving, but lots to be done still. That's why I've been part of your group still.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's the reason, all these free sessions are there. And then at the end, I definitely talk about how I help women for sure. So I have my own personal story, which I share in most of my webinars, which I do it. I'm so glad because I like women when they are aspirational. When I say aspirational means money is such a beautiful energy. Why to? अभी हम बोलते हैं कि हमको पानी नहीं चाहिए, हमको हवा नहीं चाहिए. Money is also like that, ना? So money को हम क्यों
आपके
attract?
लिए you have read that page. It is not for us. All of us in the workshop, I think I can speak for us. Money is scary, anxiety, tough,
Ah,
and complicated for
correct,
our brain.
correct, correct. Kavi Priya is saying, ma'am, talk in English. Okay. Actually, I do English because people like that English. I'll try my best not to go back to Hindi, Kavi Priya. Okay, okay, take care. Okay, so what we'll do now, Madhu, I think we'll just start. It's okay, like whoever is there, we'll start with. So I'll give a quick background of what we did yesterday. Quick, very, very brief, just for you, Ankita. So what we did is that we took the difference of what's the difference between an abundance and a scarcity mindset. Yeah. So many years back, I had this thought was abundance was only wealth. So I thought abundance is wealth, but abundance is abundance in all areas of your life, which is your health, your relationship, and your money. So these are the three pillars of your life: health, relationship, and money. Abundance is a state for me is that कि जहाँ सब कुछ free flowing है, मुझे tension नहीं है. I know things will come to me at the right time when I need it. I know divine is there to provide. Just like how animals, do animals कल के लिए खाना बना के रखते हैं क्या? नहीं, every day they get their food. आज तक हमने किसी ने सुना नहीं है. No one has heard that an animal has died because of lack of food from nature. No, never from nature. Mother Nature has given abundance. So we and Mother Nature, actually we are a mirror of the nature. Nature is a mirror of us. And in nature, everything is abundant. Air. Do we think next breath kahan se aane wala hai? Nahin. We are breathing because we know there is air. So how are we so confident that the next breath you're going to get it? How are we so confident that we'll get that next air to breathe? Okay. Water, no matter how many buildings get formed, there is enough supply of water. There's enough supply of fruits, vegetables, seeds, everything is there. So nature tells us money is also like that. If you remove the money out of the entire equation of life now, we all are very happy and sorted. But the moment you put the money, we are very anxious, and because it's a generational trauma that's been passed to us about money. Scarcity. So my grandfather, I remember, and uske grandfather, they had a very scarcity. The scarcity has been passed on from generations to us. And if you, I don't know, like I look a lot like my mother and I like dressing up like my mother. The way I cook certain food is the way my mother taught me. I have mirrored her in a lot of aspects, and I have mirrored my parents also in money aspects. Okay. So the concept of abundance was discussed, and then we took certain examples of scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. So that the exercise was all about for us to figure out where do we stand. Are we in the scarcity zone or are we in the abundance zone? Because till the time we don't know where we are, we can't make the upward journey. Like in a class, the scores tell us that maths mein 60 tells us where are we in the class, 70 tells us where are we in the class. But in life, there is no scoring system. But there are methods to know where we stand in terms of our mindset, abundance or scarcity. And then we did a very in-depth exercise, which I put in the group also, where we wrote for every scarcity ka point mein, like relationship, money, and relationship, money, and health mein, what are those challenges that we are facing? Yeah, so this is what we did in the last. So whoever attended in the last will know where are they swinging, which pendulum are they swinging. And sometimes we are in scarcity, sometimes we are in abundance. I'm not all the time in abundance, no. But I'm more in abundance and less in scarcity. But I'm still in scarcity. If I have a ratio of 80-20, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, we are thinking we are not here to perfect. Nature is not perfect. So we are a part of nature. Imperfection is absolutely fine and acceptable.
How would you define abundance? Is it a confidence that I have money for my needs, or money will keep coming? When you were talking about food,
It is that faith that money, relationship, like in relationship also people say, I don't know if people will love me. Relationship, health. When I ask people that, okay, you can get that healthy state. No, I doubt. It is the doubt, not having faith in having the optimal quality of life on wealth, on relationship, and on health. Now, it is a feeling, Ankita. It's a feeling. It's not the quantum of money. My helper will have a 10 lakh and she feels that she's the most happiest and richest person on the earth. I have met clients जिसके पास 50 crore होके भी they couldn't do charity because they felt they didn't have money. So it is a feeling. Abundance is a feeling. You see the monks. Monks, they don't have money, but they feel satisfied. They feel content. They have the faith when I need food, someone will give me food.
so if I'm scared at the end of the month about my bills, all through the month I'm wondering के पैसा आएगा कि नहीं. If I am like, okay, I don't have expenses as such as a person. I've always been very basic, but still scared every day of
Yeah.
every bill that I come across or every time I have to spend.
Yeah.
And I have this mindset that I have to work really hard for every penny to come. I think I can literally say 100% scarcity mindset is there.
No, so these are not, so ये तो scarcity hai, but these are beliefs that's been carried on from generations. So today we are going to do certain exercises. So these exercises are not just for money because I took this topic keeping Diwali in mind. So Diwali का हम लोग सफाई करते हैं. So when we clean the house, what do? हम एक item को देखते हैं and we see that, is this currently relevant for me in my life? This item was relevant all these years, but is it relevant today? And so actually we do that. हर चीज को हम ऐसे देखते हैं, सोचते हैं और फिर discard, keep करते हैं कि नहीं? Yeah. So why are we discarding? Because it had a relevance earlier, but it has no relevance now. Okay. So similarly, the same thing we are going to do with our belief. I'm going to tell you why our beliefs are so important. We don't even know. So even before I became a life coach, I didn't even know the concept of belief. I knew kuch to hai, but I didn't know that how important these beliefs are and how it impacts every decision of our life. And the result, the life, the quality of a life that we have is directly proportional to the beliefs that we have. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll quickly share with you some understanding on the belief, because without doing the belief, if I do that exercise now, it will really not help you all. Wait, let me share the screen with you, not this one. Can everyone see the screen now?
Yes.
You can see it, huh? Okay, perfect. So how our belief impact us? So let's understand a bit of it. So P plus T plus F plus A is equal to O. Now, what are these? I'll explain to you. P is pre-programming beliefs. Now, what is pre-programming? And where do these beliefs come from? These beliefs come majority from our childhood, and in our growing up years, it comes from people of authority, people whom you trust a lot. It comes from your environment, it comes from your religion, it comes from your culture, it comes from your media, it comes from the movie, it comes from everywhere. So in a house, you see two kids being born and brought up in the same environment, but they pick up things as per the way they interpret that information according to them. Like me and my sister, same environment, but I have picked up certain beliefs which are very different, and she has picked up certain beliefs. So we pick up beliefs based on the programming, that is the soul's programming that has come on Mother Earth. Okay. Now, when we are a child and in the growing up years, from all these sources, we have picked up beliefs. Okay, now let me take one example of my belief. So I had picked up this belief from my dad that if you run after money, you will lose happiness, you will lose peace of mind, and you will lose value system. So based on this belief, what thoughts did I had about money? My thoughts about money was never good. Although one side I needed money, but the other side, I was running away from money. So there was a conflict inside me. Yeah. So the thoughts about money was not at all good. What were the feelings? I was never comfortable doing money related conversations. So that's the reason. If I actually a few days back, I was reflecting on my salary from the beginning till I left my company. I realized my salary never grew so much. The amount of designation work I did. I was an associate director of a company. I was in the senior management team, but still my salary was not exponentially grown to that level. And when I reflected, it came a lot on my belief about money that I had. Yeah. So if I don't like money, if I don't appreciate money, money is not going to come in my life. But that's the energy. We are negating it. What we are negating will not come in our life. If I don't like Ankita, will Ankita come and visit me? Will Ankita talk to me? No, she's not going to do that. Yeah. So belief, based on the belief, we have our thoughts, and based on the thoughts, we have feelings. Now, the feelings before 2008 that I had about money, I used to run away from money conversation. Money का नंबर सुनते सुनते मेरे एकदम डिजी लगता था. Literally, I used to feel dizzy. लोगों को बोलती यार बंद करो यार, कितना तुम बोलोगे. I still remember my boss used to come and ask me, okay, वही client का portfolio का कितना पैसा है, and I could never tell him. So that's the feeling that I had because of my belief. What actions did I take? Trust me, I never negotiated for my salary. You earn not what you're worthy of, you earn what you negotiate. I learned it very late in my life that only the crying baby gets the milk. So you can write it down. You don't earn what you're worthy of, you earn what you negotiate. यदि हम अपने बॉस पे डिपेंड कर देंगे तो लग गई अपनी, बस लग गई, पूरा लग गई. Corporates में there are so many people. Okay. So based on that, the action that I took was I was never, because I was not loving money energy, I could never talk about it with a lot of confidence. What you don't love, can we talk with confidence? Write in the chat box if you can talk with confidence. I can't talk with confidence. Yeah. So that, and the outcome that I had in my life was, so between me and my hubby, he's someone who loves money energy. So I have seen the difference between his income and my income. Although we both are putting the same amount of effort in life. So the outcome is that although I was blessed with abundance, everything, but I always felt I took 100% responsibility of that because I didn't have a good relationship with money, I did not attract a lot of income and money in my life. So this is how belief impacts us. I took just one example. Like this, there are many more examples in our life where money actually impacts us, or health impacts us, or relationship impacts us. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to do an activity where you're going to answer for yourself and write down and understand what are your belief system. Yeah. Before we start, any questions? I would love to get some share some understanding what you felt before we start. Otherwise, only I'm talking. Tak, 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 tak. So whatever I said, did it resonate? Did it make sense?
It did actually make a lot of sense because the negotiation part that you were saying, in terms of an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, it makes so much sense because we get so scared to ask for a certain price which we think we are worthy of, but then we believe others will not think that is correct. So in our
Correct.
head, we rather sell at a cheaper price than not get the work. And that's a
And
constant
getting
battle every day.
frustrated. Yeah,
We
and
are
getting
very
frustrated.
frustrated, right? End of the day, we are like, no, I think I deserve better, but then I believe I can never get it. So in my
So,
head,
so
only since I can't get it, I don't ask for it.
absolutely. So, in
I'll
the group,
share you a story. Share your
ah,
story of exactly during COVID time. I mean, before that, I was doing a lot of things, and during COVID, I said enough. Now I want to do it for myself, whatever I like. So I picked up healing, and because I was like, I'm new and I don't know much about it, so I used to feel scared of even asking for 100 rupees. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, who's going to even give me? Because energy you cannot see, and people
correct.
believe in what they see. If the
Absolutely
doctor will give you, medicines worth of lakh of rupees, you'll still pay. But
perfect.
because the energy you cannot see, you'll get better. You're like, oh, what have you done? I improved my lifestyle with whatever XYZ. And so there's a
Correct.
senior over here in Bangalore. So he
Correct.
challenged me. Like, okay, so you can't ask for money, right? Okay, you will ask 20,000 rupees. And I said, are you joking? Who's going to pay you so much? So he's like, okay, you want to check? I said, yes.
Purvi, your voice got dropped.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
So there was a BP patient, and he's
Ah,
like, hey, okay, ask that patient 20,000 rupees. I said, I've never asked more than 100 rupees. How am I going to ask 20,000 rupees? And he's like, ask, I'm telling you, and you don't have to worry about it. And you will heal that patient.
ah,
And I asked, and that patient paid. And in 6 months, the BP had gone without medications. So
awesome.
it is sometimes our belief that we are not worth it, and we don't,
Perfect.
believe in ourselves, or we don't believe in
Absolutely.
energy. Then
Yes.
that's what we are giving to the others, the
Universe.
same,
Yeah.
to the universe, to the same patient, that, you're not worth it.
Right.
I mean, there was a time when in America, nobody could heal a small baby. She had meningitis. Nobody
Ah,
could heal. And
ah,
it was like the doctor said, we can't do anything. And the case, it's always there that when nothing can be done, people come to us. So when
yes.
doctors put their hands up, we can't do anything, then it will come to the, okay, fine.
Correct.
And that baby, like our senior healer said, 2 months. We will work on it and we will see. And I had
Correct.
to take out the guilt out of the mother that it is not your problem, it is a karma of the child. Please accept it.
Correct. Correct.
Once the mother became confident, automatically the child started picking up. We gave the healing, the child survived.
Correct.
So,
And absolutely such a beautiful, beautiful example, Purvi. It is so apt to be discussed
yeah, correct.
because I was in that zone and now I charge and I'm very clear. If I give my 200%, if people value it, they'll come. If they don't value it, they will come at the right time or they will go to someone. So there is no hard feeling. And I had put one story of a client, Rajani. I had put it recently. I remember when she joined my academy and I asked her, why are you charging so less? She also said the same thing, Ankita, what you said. And when we work together, right now, the transformation that she has in her personal life and money is absolutely amazing. So I have seen the magic, Ankita. It really happens. Really happens. So it's a combination of a lot of things.
Just believe in yourself
Yeah,
and do
and
it from your heart. That's it.
correct. And then also there are ways to work around it. So working on the subconscious programming and working on the conscious programming, both can be done. So definitely there are a lot of solutions for sure. 1 second, I'll just mute. Madhu, I'm giving you the right. So if anyone goes unmute, na, you can
Yes,
just mute.
yes.
Okay, 1 second. I'll give you the rights of co-host. Beautiful, Purvi. I really
in
loved
that
it.
in
I
that line
really
of
loved
thought, I just want to ask Meena and Purvi if we believe we are worthy much more, but then there are so many instances we would be denied that money, right? What is your experience? Does it break your confidence or does it make you go back? Like I went back to cheaper price
Tell
because I
me
was like, nahi,
what,
log nahi agree kar
uh,
rahe hain.
just a minute, sorry, I'll just close the door.
Yeah.
So
So I'll tell you.
when you get that messaging repeatedly, even though you're trying to push that,
uh,
how does it work? Like, does it break your confidence? Do you rethink your price point that maybe
You
I am
know,
overconfident?
lot of times I do it free because I was then compensating with stock market because I feel that this is very divine. And suppose if people don't want to pay you, you don't run after. I never ask for money because it is their karma and they need to pay it. If they don't pay now, they will have to do it the other way. Or maybe they have paid you in the last incarnations and now you are just paying it off
Paying
by
it off.
doing whatever working you're doing now. So never think that, oh, that person has not paid me, so, I am not worthy or that person is a cheat. No. Karma plays with everyone.
Karma plays around. I will respond. So this is a spiritual answer, very beautiful spiritual answer, Purvi, what you gave. Very, very beautiful. I'm a big believer of that. I will put it the way I have done it, Ankita. I'll share this. I I I believe that life challenges you, and when you are seeking the best, you will not get it in the first instance. Okay. So you will get clients who will challenge your confidence, who will challenge your self-esteem. Do you give up to it? If you give up, the top paying clients are waiting there in the line. The 10th client is a top paying client who will not even ask you questions, who will get sold out with Ankita's because Ankita is someone who's delivering value. But what you do, the 8th client, you say, oh my God, I've got 8 clients who's not ready to pay. I think my pricing is too high, low. And that 10th client comes and says, oh, Ankita is charging so low. I think she's not delivering value. Let me go to someone I go to people who charges maximum. Why? Reason because I want to be under the best people who have high self-confidence and self-esteem and they know what their product is worthy of. So my mentors have really charged a bomb. I have paid them a bomb also. I've learned that skill from them. Yeah. And I believe that you know what is your worth, but you're going to be tested. And so if people say no, I say it's okay, fine, no problem. I actually put them onto someone else who can help them. See, in
So
my
I
heart,
have also justified it in my head कि इंडियन मार्केट ऐसा ही है, लोगों की अफोर्डेबिलिटी नहीं है. आई थिंक आई ऑल्सो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि
no,
ज्यादा
no,
चार्ज
no.
करूंगी तो लोगों को नहीं मिल पाएगी सर्विस. प्रॉब्ली अफोर्डेबल रखेंगे तो इट बी बेटर फॉर एवरीबडी एंड
No, no,
मोर
no.
पीपल विल कम.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. So, probably what you do, Ankita, you book a discovery call, okay? Because I'll not take everyone's time, but this is something
Yeah, sure.
this is something I have to discuss with you and tell you how to go about it. At least
Because
I'll give
I'm
you
just
some.
thinking this might be somebody else. That's why I'm just voicing it
Yeah,
out. Because,
no problem.
we've
See,
been
there
told
is a
quantity versus quality. कि
correct.
अरे आप हाई प्राइसिंग में थोड़े लोगों को ही सर्व कर पाओगे versus if you have cheaper price you will serve masses, so therefore you'll make money.
Okay,
That's
so
the messaging till date.
yeah, so there's a strategy of doing it. Most important is that what is your why and how are you serving the world? That is the first question, and then comes the money part of it. Without the first question, the money is just bhatakti hui atma. Okay. Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying we'll do it in a discovery call because I want to give you a lot more other perspectives on it, which I don't know if it will be relevant for everyone, but I definitely want to help you. That's the reason why I'm saying. Yeah. Awesome. Superb. But it's a brilliant question, which all the women face. I have also faced it. Okay. So right now what we are going to do is that we're going to do this activity and exercise. Others are all quiet. I hope everyone is getting what I'm sharing. If anyone has any other question, please put it in the chat box. If you can't, unmute yourself and talk about it. See, the more you interact, the more you're going to get benefit out of it. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So if you're spending 45 minutes, pura vasuli karo us 45 minutes ka. Yeah. Okay. So Anyone, please put it in the chat box. If you can't unmute yourself, just share in the chat box. So I'm going to share this activity which I want you to do. So this is an activity which will tell you about your belief system. See, many times we know our belief system, but there was a time in my life I didn't even know what my belief system was. And जब लोग बोलते थे मैं बोलती थी अरे यार ये लोग इतने evolved है मैं तो evolved ही नहीं हूँ मेरे को तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है. And I used to feel very bad about myself. Then I realized नहीं सब process है life का. It's okay. वो लोग शायद 10th standard में मैं सिर्फ first standard में. It's okay. मैं भी 10th में आऊंगी एक दिन. Yeah. So let's do this. You all have a book. I want you to write down in a sheet of paper. This is also a healing. Trust me, when you are aware about your problems, your pain points, who hurt you, 50% of the healing also happens in the process. Yeah. So I want you to write down in the notebook what were the negative messages. So list all the things your parents said you were wrong with. So all these questions are related to your parents. Like when I say parents, you can have mom, dad, grandparents, you can have them also in the equation. So what were the negative messages you heard? I'll give you my example so that you get an idea. So for everyone, I'll give you my example. You'll get an idea as to what to write. As a child, मेरे को ये बात मैंने million times सुना है, तू भुलक्कड़ है. Because I was in a Disneyland all the time. And I love that. मेरे को लाइफ में फ्लो अच्छा लगता है. मेरा तो एक्चुअली एलिस इन द वंडरलैंड में हूँ मैं. अभी भी लोग बोलते हैं मीना तो मैं बोलता हूँ नहीं मेरी दुनिया मेरे को अच्छा लगता है कि जहाँ सब लोग अच्छे हैं. आई लाइक दैट वर्ल्ड यू नो एंड आई ऑलवेज ड्रीम ऑफ दैट वर्ल्ड. सो आई हैव लिसन टू मिलियन टाइम्स तू भुलक्कड़ है, तू भुलक्कड़ है, भुलक्कड़ है.
Meena, that's why we are here all together. सब ऐसे ही है. All sailing in the same boat.
I know. और अभी तक मेरे को लोग बोलते हैं
मुझे भी बोलते हैं ड्रीम वर्ल्ड में ही रहती है. हाँ रहती हूँ.
वर्ल्ड में रहते हैं.
मुझे तो बोलते हैं राम वर्ल्ड में रहती है. मैं कहा हाँ राम वर्ल्ड में ही रहती हूँ. राम वाली लोग मिलने वाले हैं.
Exactly. और दूसरा is that I've heard till now people have said that तेरे को ना कोई भी बेवकूफ बना के जा सकता है because you trust people so much. मैं सबको ट्रस्ट करती हूँ. मैं बोलती हूँ मेरे को क्यों इतना टेंशन लेना है इतना नेगेटिव बारे में सोचने के लिए. Okay, so I have heard these two and these are very strong in my memory. I also did healing for that Buddhu, Bewakoof, Dreamland. I actually did my healing for that. Yeah. So what were the negative messages you heard in your childhood? Please write it down. All of y'all. And you know, एक है ना अपने आप को बोलो I'm open to going and seeing all the dirt, all the things which are not pleasant. Give permission to your body to do that. Many a times we are always saying, नहीं सब ठीक है, सब ठीक है, सब ठीक है, सब ठीक है. I also used to say that, सब ठीक है, कुछ problem नहीं है, सब ठीक है, कुछ problem नहीं है. But that moment you say, no, I give myself permission to go deeper inside me and understand. Automatically सब कीड़े मकोड़े ऊपर आएंगे आपके. आने वाले हैं. और अलाउ करो उसको आने को. जब तक वो बाहर नहीं जाएगा आपके अंदर का क्लेंजिंग नहीं आएगा. You are a child of God. You have all the divine qualities of God, the creator. So we in pranic healing we say I am a spiritual being. And we say we have the divine intelligence. Actually we have that. Yeah. So once you've written that, so यहाँ पे लिखा है कि give yourself enough time to remember as many as you can. See, right now, because of lack of time, I'm not giving so much of time. You can just take a minute to write whatever negative messages you have heard. Take your time and write it down. Mother, you can also do it. If you have a pen and paper, you can also do it. If anyone has any questions, please ask me. If you're feeling what to do, what to write, not sure, please ask me questions. If you don't have a notebook, you can write it in your notes on your phone. You can do that also. Writing is actually vomiting everything on the paper. And one thing, remember, we chose our parents. So if our parents did that to us, whatever, we chose them. So the first step that I did, what we will do tomorrow is forgiving people because they came to our life to teach us a lesson. And they played a very important role in our life. So we should not be hating them and, कोसना नहीं चाहिए उनको. Yeah. Then you can write, what did they say about money? See, these exercises, you can do it later. Like if you feel I need to write more that's coming, please write it as many as possible. Take this Diwali holiday where all the work thoda kam thanda rahega. Take this opportunity to understand yourself. We know about the world, we know about Instagram, about Google, about iPhone, but what about the inner software of ours? Yeah. The more you know your inner software, it helps you to be very confident and you very clearly know what you want in life and what you don't want in life. No one can tell you anything. No anxiety, no stress, no worry, nothing. Yeah. So what did they say about money? So what did your parents say about money? So for me as a child, my father was the only key earning member. My mother was a homemaker. And my father often used to tell me, jitna chadar hai, utna hi kharcha karna chahiye. When I worked on my money, believe, मैंने बोला मैं चादर को बड़ा करने वाली हूँ अभी. There's always an option to get बड़ा चादर ना. Why do we have to? चादर के अंदर क्यों? बड़ा चादर ले लो ना. Options है life में, choices है life में. So this is what I heard about money. Then money के पीछे नहीं भागो. Spirituality, when you're praying to God, you should not run after money. As if money को हमने एक villain बना दिया अपने life. So these were my messages that I heard about money. So from your parents, what were the messages? Like in some families I've seen, अरे इतना bills कितना pay करेंगे हम लोग? Pay करते करते एकदम हमारा जा रहा है पूरा life. या फिर पैसे कमाना तो कितना hard होता है, बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है, दिन रात काम करना पड़ता है तभी पैसे आते हैं. पैसे थोड़े ना पेड़ पे उगते हैं कि तुम निकालो और एक्चुअली पैसे तो कागज से बनते हैं, पेड़ पे ही तो उगते हैं. Yeah, so we have heard so many things. I have heard all these things. So what you have heard, you have to write that.
I've filled half a page. Does it also have to be these general comments like passing comments on money?
Yes, it can be anything. What you see, if you're remembering it, that means it has a space in your subconscious mind.
Most of my comments, like I filled half a page, which was about me as a woman and not being able to earn money.
Huh.
Right? But does it also have to be the general comments about money and career and all that also generally?
If you feel as a child you have heard it several times, then you write it.
Okay.
Otherwise, generally, if you hear it and it doesn't have an impact on you, that means it's okay. Yeah. Then what did they say about your body? I was very thin. Thin means लोग मेरे मम्मी पापा को बोलते थे इसको खिलाते नहीं हो क्या आप? क्या इसके बीमार लगते हैं दोनों, पता नहीं. I was so super thin. It was only after my first child मेरे को खाना इतना अच्छा लगा, इतना खाई कि एकदम खुशी थे. Like literally I went to 75 kilos and then I'm back. Like after my second kid I was fine. Like otherwise very thin as a child. And body shaming बहुत ही ज़्यादा हुआ. And like I always used to feel my feminine features were not so great. So we all have those, we all go through that phase. I've never accepted my body the way it was. Never accepted it. It's only recently, I would say in the last 4-5 years, I've done a lot of work. Thunder arms, I said I'm fine. I'm happy with thunder arms. It's okay. Otherwise, I used to like literally say, "Mera arms bahut ye hai, mera ye bahut ye hai." But I've now accepted my body. So we hear a lot of body shaming as a child when we grow up, and that somewhere impacts us, and that impacts our confidence also to a greater extent. किसी ने बोला नहीं तुम्हारा नाक कैसा है, तुम्हारा दांत ऐसा है, तुम्हारा आंख कैसा है, तुम ऐसे दिखते हो, बार 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 बार, कहीं ना कहीं अपने इसमें इम्पैक्ट आता है. और यदि इम्पैक्ट नहीं आया तो बहुत अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया, नो प्रॉब्लम. Then, what did they say about love and relationships? Like I heard my dad say this कि अरेंज मैरिज ही करना है, लव मैरिज नहीं करना है, बिल्कुल नहीं. एंड आई ऑलवेज फेल्ट करूंगी तो लव ही मैरिज करूंगी. Had this rebel streak in me. But कोई ढंग का लड़का ही नहीं मिला लव मैरिज करने के लिए. Because now my criteria about the guy was very different. And I was quite matured for my age. Like मेरे को तो सब लगते थे immature बंदे लोग. At the age of 22, I had a mindset of a 30-year-old women. So I used to find all of them kiddie, absolute kiddie. So कभी love का ऐसा कोई लड़का मिला ही नहीं मेरे को जिसके साथ मेरे को लगा love marriage. But because my parents used to keep on saying arrange marriage, arrange marriage, arrange marriage, I went into a rebel streak. So was then in my destiny, me and Shriram had to meet. So we met at the circumstances, and I feel if that circumstances was not there, probably I wouldn't have married Shriram. So God created that circumstances so that I married Shriram. Otherwise, मेरे अंदर वो कीड़ा था. So what about love and relationships? So I never saw my parents hugging or sitting together. I always, now when I see, I said, Ari, but so either you mirror them or you become a rebel. So me and my hubby will sit on the sofa, we'll hug each other, we'll put hands. And my son is 21, my daughter is 17. We do it like hugging and all. And so my friends are saying, you guys are so cool. I said, I want to tell my kids there's nothing wrong in love. Love is the most beautiful form of energy. Why should we only room mein jaake? We should hug, we should sit together, we should hold hands, we should touch and feel each other's fingers if we want to do it. So I don't want to tell my kids that love is wrong. It's a pure form, divine's pure form of energy. Yeah. So I became a rebel. So either you mirror them or you become absolute rebel for them. So in some cases, I've mirrored them. In some cases, I've rebelled. Like I literally rebelled them. Yeah. So that's about love and relationship. So what did you hear from your parents about love and relationship? Then what did they say about your creative talents? When I say creative talents, like, see, we feel creativity is only with artists, only with people who can write poetry and everything. Creativity is in your work also. If you can write an email very creatively or you can talk very creatively, that is also creativity. So on creativity, I think as a child, I didn't hear anything as such because I was good in my academics. I was good in other things. So creativity, I think I have not, there was no negative thing that I could remember on creative part. So not all the questions you will have something negative. In some question, you may not have any negative. That's also absolutely fine. Yeah. So if you feel there was anything that your parents, grandparents, your uncle, aunt said about you, oh ये तो क्या drawing करती है, या फिर इसको तो कुछ नहीं आता, उसका भाई को देखो कितना अच्छा करता है, where you keep on getting compared with the rest of the world. So if anything like that, you can write thoughts there. Other than this, if there were any limiting or negative things they said to you, anything where you still feel that hurt and pain for your parents, like where you feel कि अरे मेरे parent ने मेरे को समझा ही नहीं, where you feel that hurt and pain for them or for anyone like your grandparents or your uncle and aunt in your family who you feel were very close to you and they were like a parent for you. If any other feeling that is still in your heart, write it down, because tomorrow we'll do forgiveness for all of them. And we will do healing for all of them. Till the time you don't forgive people and give them love, give them peace, you don't get it inside your body. So for me, abundance portal is like a big pie. जहाँ पे ये सब limiting belief बड़ा बड़ा पत्थर है. जब तक ये पत्थर नहीं निकलेगा, वो divine का rush flow of energy will not come to us. Yeah. Now, why did we do this? Everyone has written this. Anyone who needs more time, please let me know. I can only see Purvi and Ankita, rest all just sabka videos off. So I really don't know if you need more time. Please write in the chat box if anyone needs more time. This I'll put it in the group also, that you can go deeper and write it down. Okay, I can't see any chat. One second. Wait a minute. Just to cry. Yeah, it is. Rajan is saying it's good to cry in the Mercedes rather than the auto rickshaw. Absolutely. Money is a beautiful energy, just like water, just like air, just like any other energy. It's so amazing, amazing energy. Ankita, we've always wondering if I quote the price. Okay. Done with exercise. Abhi is saying completed. Gayatri is saying super. Ankita is saying done. Super. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Now, why did we do this exercise? We did this exercise because we want to know, where did our beliefs come from? Now, can you see few of your beliefs? You can probably just unmute yourself, or whoever is not able to talk, you can write in the chat box. Can you see a few of your beliefs coming to you back? For example, if I avoided money conversations with my boss or in my family, I could see that getting linked to my belief that I had taken from my dad, that if you run after money, you'll become greedy. You will lose value system. The family will lose happiness. So this action, I can link it to my belief. Any of you could link it that way? Or is it difficult to do? Let me know, like, if it is difficult to do or you understood what I'm trying to say. So what we are trying to do is that we are trying to understand the source of the belief. ये belief का source कहाँ से है? Because only when we know the source, we can release the belief. For example, when I knew that this is not my belief, that my dad's belief, then I went back and I thought why my dad had this belief. And I realized he had this belief because he has gone through a lot of hardships with money. I could release that belief very easily. जैसे डॉक्टर बोलता ना कि दर्द कहाँ पे है. So till the time you don't understand the source of the problem, you will not be able to, your subconscious mind will not be able to process it to release it. So any such linkage, any one of you could get it?
Can I share?
Yeah, sure. Please, please.
So, like since childhood, my dad has been very like, patriarchal, gender biased. So, औरतों को तो बस मर्दों को serve करना चाहिए, and you should just serve the man, and your finances will be taken care of because he will give you pocket money, food, shelter. So women are
Correct.
meant for that role was the messaging. So when I started fighting and like revolting and saying no, I want a career, because if you're saying that is all I'm supposed to do, anyways I'm not going to do that. That is not what you forced me to get education for. अगर वही करना था, you should not have educated me. Now that you've told me to graduate, do masters, and now you're telling me घर जाके रोटी बनाओ, I could not agree to it. So there was this constant fight around money there. That he would say, you will never earn enough, you will
Yeah.
always be hand to mouth, and you will always struggle because your profession, the one you've chosen, is not going to give you enough money. Today, I still struggle with that because I keep every day thinking, am I doing it right? Will I make enough money? Will I have enough money this month? Will I survive and pay my rent? So it's a constant struggle every day because I still keep thinking, should I change my profession? And the last 10 years, I've been thinking that, should I change my profession? Should I change my profession? Maybe I'm never going to make enough money. So yeah, all that is coming.
Yeah. So you saw the linkage between both. There's a solution as to how this can also be healed for you, because this energy is clogging a lot of things in your life that's not helping you. So see, you saw the connection. Now
Yeah,
the
but
moment
I have somewhere reconvinced myself that that is correct because psychology in India is not doing well. So he's so correct. Every psychologist is struggling. So what is different in my struggle?
I'll give you names of psychologists minting money. I'll give you names. So it's like when there is a belief which you have believed, you see it with that lens all throughout.
According to me, वो आप 3 example दोगे, वो तो lucky लोग हैं. Like, that is exception.
Luck नहीं वो lucky, that's what I'm saying. Lucky कोई नहीं होता, हम अपने belief को validate करते हैं. So if one man abuses and the second man also abuses, we give that belief all men are bad. The same thing, if one lady is not good, we'll say that, oh, second lady is also not good. We say, so what happens when the belief, we believe in that belief, हम वो क्या करते हैं, वो चश्मा पहन लेते हैं और हमारा दुनिया वो चश्मा से ही हम देखते हैं. So there is a way to release it, Ankita. The good part, we are in an era where we have solutions for all the problems and all the struggle. So I tell people there's no reason to struggle, like how Puri said. When doctors have given hope, pranic healing for me is magic. Like Master has given such a beautiful gift to the world, So there is solution for everything. It's just that you have to take that leap of courage and faith and go with it. So, yeah, coming back to the exercise was all about you linking the source from where that belief came. Now, many a times when we don't do the linkage, we are not able to loosen that belief. हम क्या करते हैं, dirt को loosen करने के लिए क्या करते हैं, surf excel डालते हैं, पानी में भिगो के रखते हैं, गर्म पानी डालते हैं. Okay. So similarly, what we are trying to do, अपना belief को जाने के लिए, we are trying to link it to the source. And then after linking it to the source, the next 2-3 days, we will just heal and do the required things for a belief. Yeah. So this was one linkage. Any other linkage that you could see, or any one of you could see, like, which you want to share, which you feel is relevant?
I mean, if nobody else is
Gayatri,
sharing,
Rajesh,
does this come in creative talent?
Neil.
You
What?
won't
Which one?
finish anything. Like if the
Uh,
messaging is you will always waste money, you will start things, you will never finish, you're incapable. So that messaging also means we have a lot of anxiety, we procrastinate, and we feel we are not capable of bigger tasks.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So where did it come from? Just try to get the linkage. Was this exercise useful? Like, Purvi, was it useful? Like, Purvi, Neil, Gayatri, Kavipriya, please let me know at least in the chat box. Was this exercise useful?
Yes, yes, very useful. Very, very useful. Because going to the depth of the problem is where you will solve, and then
All.
you will be out of that emotion. So
Yeah,
very, very
absolutely.
thank you.
Absolutely. And then also, thank you so much, Purvi, for sharing. Thanks a lot. Also, you will know what kind of emotions you feel. Like certain anxiety, I feel it here. Certain anxiety, I feel it in my stomach. Certain anxiety, I nowadays I can so nowadays means no doubt I've overcome, new things will come, new things comes in my life. But I know which part of my body is feeling that anxiety. So the more you're aware, you will
Your voice
start
is
seeking for
cracking.
solution. Yeah, you can write in the chat. Otherwise, I will not know. Spending 1 hour, I'm spending my 1 hour. Is it fine now? Is it fine now?
Uh-huh. Hi, ma'am. No, no, your voice was
I,
cracking before,
okay,
and
okay,
sometimes
okay.
it up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Kavi Priya, tell me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
ma'am. Nice was it was a nice session that you are saying we are saying that belief system is everything, but many people are not believing that, ma'am. If we say that, then no one have a time to think about it, no, ma'am.
Correct. It's okay. Forget about others. Just focus on yourself. Do you believe in
Yeah,
it?
ma'am. Yeah, I believe in it. I'm working on it also.
Perfect. Perfect.
Now,
So
now
when
what I want to work on it is I just want to I want to share knowledge. In that time, actually, in that you put that scarcity in that last point you have put no in that only I am lagging. I just want to do that well. I want to come out of it.
sure. So if you really strongly have that desire, you will come out of it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
So
ma'am. In that stage, I was. I want to actually from my childhood onwards.
okay.
I was. My voice was not heard by my parents. They won't. They are busy in their own work. So my all my emotions are dumped inside me. And after 25 years, everything burst out, and
Good.
that thing started happening. Bursting started happening when I get a power of earning money, and then this thing then only I started working on myself. Then I
Superb.
started
Very nice.
changing my belief system about myself itself.
Superb.
So tell is trying to tell us, so from my childhood onwards I was not teached as someone, but I
Hmm.
love to teach. But I was not I was not get any opportunity, or I didn't create any opportunity to teach or share my knowledge.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that is the thing, that habit I didn't have. So I just want to practice that habit so that I can change this belief system. Am I correct, ma'am?
Sure. So the beliefs, absolutely fine. So one thing na Kavi Priya, um, opportunity is always there. When your energies change, you will attract that opportunity way faster in your life.
Yeah.
Way faster
And
in your life. Trust me.
yeah,
Trust me.
ma'am. And another thing I just want to share, if we didn't have the time to change that belief system, we can start doing that action. Like what I say, the sharing thing is not familiar for me. Better I can, without thinking, some people feel hard to think that beliefs, what belief, that thing they maybe feel hard. So on the time, what they can start taking action by imagining as though they were doing very good sharing before.
Correct. So you're talking about you doing this with others or you doing it for yourself? Like this
No,
solution?
commonly I'm saying this suggestion for everyone. If they can't
Yeah.
figure out the belief system, what it was, they can start doing the thing. If money means, they can start doing that action. by day, it will become their belief system, no? If they do
Yeah,
it for
that is
30 days.
there. But in Kavi Priya, you know what happens? Like, see, I have met more than 1 lakh people in my career, and I've seen
Mm-hmm.
certain beliefs are very easy to, you can just like change it, flip it like this in few.
Ah,
But certain belief, it takes lifetime for you to change.
ah,
So I
ah.
personally feel that uh, each one, when you start working on the journey to release your belief system, certain beliefs will get released. Certain beliefs that doesn't get released, there are solutions for that also. And for each one,
Mm-mm.
you know, your mind does things very differently. So we have to
Mm.
know इस बंदे के लिए, इस person के लिए क्या solution best है. Like a child in your house, like my
But as you
daughter,
said, this may take years also, no? To
yeah.
change that belief system. To find out that belief system itself take lot of time.
So see, to find out the belief system, that's what I'm saying. You have the mentors. Like in today's world, you have mentors all around the world. You have healers
Mm.
to heal your chakras, to heal you. So there are options. So the more, see, modalities are there, Kavipriya. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am. Until we have a distracted mind, we can't find that belief system,
correct.
ma'am. Only when
Absolutely.
our mind get calm,
Right.
we can find that belief
Correct.
systems.
And see, for a major part of my life, I tried to work on myself all by myself. Then I said, this is such a slow process of working. When I did Reiki healing, I got attracted to NLP. From there, I got attracted to life coaching. From there, I got attracted to pranic healing. I've done all the 5 levels of pranic healing. So when my energies changed, right, things got attracted to me, or I would say I got attracted to it and it came to me. So both of them traveled together. So I decided alone I cannot work. Let me have a mentor. Let me have someone who can help me out. And then I took my path. So that will come to you, Kavipriya. At the right time, it will come to you.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
first you work on yourself. If you feel that is not helping you out, you see which mentor connects with you energy-wise, thinking-wise, value system-wise. When the connection with that mentor happens on value system-wise, then go with it. Go with the flow of it. That's it. It will help you for sure. I'm so glad you shared because sharing is releasing for me.
Yeah, you're true. Emotions get regulated.
Yes, emotions get regulated, and the more you release, better it is. And tomorrow we are going to do forgiveness. All those people who have written on your board, you'll do forgiveness. And we can add value in that forgiveness, what we are doing tomorrow. Yeah, because this is
Ma'am,
a forgiveness.
I have one more doubt.
Yes,
Sorry to interrupt.
no problem. Tell me.
For the scarcity, no, ma'am. For the for sharing, to share a knowledge, and as we believe that we may sharing something with doubting ourselves, no. So, to whom we want to forgive to come out of that doubting on ourselves.
So doubting on ourselves means somewhere the self-love is not there. Now, where this
Mm.
lack of self-love come, you have to go to that root cause of it.
Lot of self doubt is there for me, ma'am. Now it's getting much better.
Yeah. So who in your family doubted you? Who kept on saying certain words to you?
Yeah, my mom, my
So
dad, they didn't believe
yeah.
me.
So you'll have to forgive them tomorrow.
Yeah, I forgive them already, but this thing is not getting out of my little. It was there.
So
That
Kavipriya,
is stopping
do
me.
one thing. Do one thing. I will tell Madhu to send you a discovery call link. Book a
Mm.
discovery call so that we can discuss a lot more in depth and I can understand your situation. I can tell you how certain things can be possible for you. If
Okay,
that's
ma'am.
okay with you, if that's okay with you. Yeah.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
I'll share with you.
Yeah. Madhu, you can share with Kavipriya
Yeah.
also. Yeah. So, because these things now, see, I'm telling right now, I can't go too much in detail because I'll be taking everyone's time. But there are ways in which it can be done. Whatever I've learned so far, whatever I've done for myself and my clients, I'll share with you. Yeah. And if that helps you, why not? Yeah. See, I've come here, I'm just an instrument. It's the divine that's working. I'm just an instrument. And I tell people if I can help someone, why not? I'll do my part and whatever has to happen will happen. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kavipriya, for sharing and opening yourself out. And, which means that you trust all of us where you have shared your personal things. I really so thankful to you for coming out, for trusting the space and being so open to all of us. Thank you. Yeah. Gayatri is saying my parents had a bad relationship. I've grown up watching. I have limited belief or love. Absolutely, absolutely. But you can always break free from it, Gayatri. It's not so difficult to break free. Trust me, it's easy. I have broken free of so many limiting beliefs for myself and for my clients. I know it is not so difficult. Yeah. So it can be done and it can be worked out. You see, for these 5 days, if you see if those things are not getting resolved, then we can connect, Gayatri. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, so it's already 8 o'clock. Would you love to do an abundance meditation, or you all want to go say tata bye bye and go? What do you want to do? Whoever wants to stay back for abundance meditation can stay, and whoever wants to log off can log off. Like Purvi is saying yes for abundance meditation. Yes. Okay. Because this is a 10-minute one. It's like a spa for your mind. Yeah. So whoever wants to log off, I will not I can completely understand you have other commitments at home that needs to be taken care. So you can log off. Whoever wants to stay, we will do this meditation. So we'll do the yesterday one. I really love that yesterday ka meditation. We'll do one meditation every day so that it goes deeper inside our subconscious mind. Yeah. So I want you to be in a very, very calm, relaxed state. Like एकदम just like जैसे हम सोते हैं ना एकदम खराटे आते हैं तो कैसे मस्त में सोते हैं वैसा. Just be in the very calm, relaxed state. Close your eyes and I'm starting. Madhu, let me know if you can hear the voice. I'm just starting it now.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take a moment to tune in more deeply
I'm
to your
going to do
breath
it with
and
you all. I'm
body,
going to close my eyes. I'm not going to look at anyone. I'm going to enjoy it. for
choosing
myself.
to invite the air to flow as freely as it wishes.
Keep your hands up in the receiving position. Connect with the divine.
Choosing to
universe
stay
and your
present
body.
with how
and
the
let
air
everything come.
feels as it enters and exits your body. Imagine you're breathing the air all the way up through the toes to the very top of the head, where you imagine it builds into a glowing orb of golden light as you hold your breath when you reach the top. And when you're ready, you exhale with a sigh, and you imagine this golden light pouring down into your heart. I'll leave you for a few breaths to experiment with this on your own timing, at your own pace. Pulling air up, imagining it's rising through the feet, flowing all the way to the very top of the head. Holding your breath when you reach the top, seeing it build into this golden orb of light. And when you're ready, you exhale with a sigh, and the golden light flows into your heart's energy center in the middle of your chest. Trust the pacing that feels best to you. And know that you can only get this practice right. As you continue to breathe this way, invite any muscles that you do not need to use right now to relax. Invite yourself to relax. Once you feel your heart glowing with this golden, radiant light, you allow your breath to just return to whatever feels best to you. As you become aware of how your body feels, And you tune into your own sense of presence here. And
Veena, the voice is gone.
feeling the points of contact beneath you. Feeling any positive sensations that you generated with your breath. And feeling how it feels to appreciate yourself for doing this, for being here. First, quite open to receiving abundant moment in this very moment. You can feel not only free, but how as you nurtures and helps plants grow, you feel the abundance. Hearts is the greatest well of abundance that has ever lived. Even if you're not sure if you know this, tune into a willingness to believe it in your own way, however feels best and right to you. But either way, you breathe in deeply into the abundance of you, holding your breath when you reach the top, letting this feeling build. And as you exhale, send that feeling to your heart. As your breath returns to its regular pace, you feel how open, willing, and ready you are to receive abundance. You're open to receiving abundance in any ways you may have been blocking it before. All of those fall away now. You breathe in deeply and affirm, I am open to receive abundance. And then you exhale that energy into your heart. Breathing in, I am open to receiving abundance. And again, exhaling and breathing that energy into your heart. And as you allow your breath to return to however feels best to you in this moment, you stay present with breath and body and the feelings in your heart as you listen to the following affirmations and choose to allow them to be true to you in this moment. I choose to see the abundance of the world around me today. I choose to stay aware of all of the ways that this world is so generous to me. I am open, willing, and ready to receive all the abundance that is waiting for me now. I am naturally abundant in all of the highest, most loving, most joyful ways. And I return to this natural state now. Today I choose to receive abundance. I say yes to receiving what lights me up. I open my mind, my heart, my soul. I open myself up fully to receiving abundance and trust that abundance is good. Abundance is safe. Life gives me what I need, and I accept. I receive sunlight. I receive nourishment from food. I receive joyous laughter and time with loved ones. I receive the fresh air that I breathe. I receive pleasant gifts and surprises that come my way today. I allow myself to be open, willing, and ready to receive joyful abundance in all ways today. I am worthy, and it is natural, and it is right. On your next breath, breathe in extra deeply now. Stomach and rib cage expanding, holding it there. And when you're ready, send that feeling to your heart as you exhale with a sigh. And at the bottom of that breath, as your breath returns to its regular pace, you begin to slowly roll your shoulders, wiggle fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open those gorgeous eyes of yours back to the world around you, receiving abundance everywhere you look today.
Such a good feeling. I also did it today. I don't want to speak because we are in a very good state. Just take this state and, just let your evening be even more beautiful and wonderful. And we see tomorrow. Yeah. Loads of love. Love you, Lord.